I am an author and a journalist. I write books about ancient civilizations. And I can honestly say that I had, apart from one incident, I had very little interest in consciousness until I encountered the ancient Egyptian books of the dead. Perhaps I should say what that one incident was. That one incident happened to me when I was 18 or 19 years old. And it was a massive electric shock, a near fatal electric shock. And I distinctly remember, I was very aware of it at the time, that I left my body and I found myself up around the light in the kitchen where I was, looking down at my body. And I thought, how strange and how interesting, what's going on here? And it didn't go further than that. I was back into my body, and I got up, and I was kind of okay. But that memory of being outside my body and looking down on my body, I think planted in my mind the notion that whatever I am not my body. I'm something else.
For spiritual understanding, this is the basic principle to understand that I am not this body, I am soul. Try to understand that you are spirit soul, you are not this body.
Whatever I am not my body. I'm something else. I'm connected to the body, definitely, but that isn't me. That doesn't define me. And that happened at an early age in my teens. Subsequently, I put it out of my mind for many years until I encountered the ancient Egyptian funerary texts, which include the ancient Egyptian coffin texts, the book of what is in the Duat, and the famous Book of the Dead. These texts all describe in detail a journey that the soul makes after death, where the soul is confronted in complete transparency and openness with the nature of his or her life and how it was lived, and is required to account for it.
If I ask you, who are you? What will you say? Or you say, I'm Narayani. But Narayani is a label so somebody gave you. You are not born Narayani. This was just a stamp put on your head. So who are you? So this is very interesting that we know so many things about others, but we don't know practically anything about who am I. And even if you say who am I, you will talk about this physical body. But when you sleep at night, who is sleeping? Body? Body sleeps. So that means you are not the body because you are still awake. You are seeing dreams, right? You are seeing dreams, so you are not sleeping. Because when you wake up, you say, oh, I saw this nice dream. So body was not seeing the dream, you were seeing. And you even speak like that I saw this nice dream. And you are not aware of your body. It's like now you are aware of your body, you are saying, I am this. But when you are sleeping, who are you? Because at that time also you are existing, but you are not aware of your own body. So that means you are not the body. Otherwise, who is seeing the dream? Now when you are awake, you can say, well, this whole thing is me and I'm talking, I'm walking. But when you sleep, this whole thing is not you, because this whole thing is just lying on the bed and you may be flying to wherever, So that means there is something inside you which is separate from this body. And to that you refer as I, because you say, I saw the dream. So that means there is something certainly separate from this body inside you, which also has the feeling of I. To truly understand what is I, you have to study Bhagavad-Gītā, very important book spoken by Sri Krishna. So this I has to be understood, and that is the center of all knowledge. So just like the car is there and the car driver is there, car driver is different from the car. So you are separate from your body. And as I said, that when you sleep at night, you always experience it that I am not the body. Everybody has this experience, but nobody thinks about it.
Pam's heart stopped. She had no blood circulating in her body or her brain. She was dead except for the fact that Dr. Spetzler had the ability to restart her heart and bring her back. But during the hour of clinical death, Pam believes she was incredibly, acutely alive. She embarks upon one of the most remarkable near-death experiences ever reported. First sound, then sight. Pam becomes an observer of her own operation.
I was sort of looking down at the body, and I knew it was my body, but I was not at all attached to it. I was not that body. I was whatever was looking down at it.
One should have very clear knowledge that I am not this body. You are spirit, I am a spirit. We are different from this body. This is the first instruction given in the Bhagavad-Gītā in the beginning. I am not this body, you are not this body.
I was not that body. I was whatever was looking down at it.
You see, we think that the body is something that is aware of other things. It's only because consciousness percolating through the mind and the nervous system flowing through the body, we feel that this body is conscious. Consciousness shines upon the mind, mind becomes filled with consciousness. So we feel a mind full of awareness. And the mind being connected to the body also feels conscious. And we make a mistake by thinking, I am a body with consciousness. You are consciousness aware of a body. Your consciousness using a body. Your consciousness channeling yourself through a body. You are not a body with consciousness. You can even say your consciousness in which a body is appearing and acting and feeling and knowing. And the challenge is to see it as a fact, not as a claim. Vedanta says, what it is saying now is actually truer to our experience than the tale we tell ourselves. That I am a body with consciousness is not as true as saying, as far as our experience goes, I am consciousness in which a body appears. Think about it. Throughout our day, right now, here is this body. The moment I go to sleep, the body disappears from my awareness. The body is in the bed, I am not aware of it. I am aware of a dream world in which I have a dream body and I do dream things in the dream world. What continues? Consciousness.
Here in this verse of Bhagavad-Gītā, basic principle of spiritual understanding is to know the spirit soul first of all. What is that spirit soul? The spirit soul is within this body. Dehina asmin dehe. Asmin means this. And dehe means the body. Asmin dehe, in this body, there is spirit soul, which is called dehi. Dehi means one who possesses this body. Just like you are the proprietor of your body. When I touch your finger, if I ask, it is a small child, what is this? He will immediately say, my finger. He will never say, I finger. My finger. Just try to understand. Any part of your body I touch, if I ask what is this, he will say, this is my hand, this is my leg, this is my nose, this is my... Everywhere he will say mine. But nobody knows what is that I. But the I is there. Otherwise, how you say mine? When the I is not there, we cannot say mine. So, this human life is specially meant for understanding what is that I.